Chapter 11. Perfect and perfect continuous tenses. A perfect tense expresses an action that is already completed. It indicates an action or an event that occurred at a given time, present, past, or future. Let's learn present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is formed by using the subject plus auxiliary helping verb has or have plus main verb in its past participle form. The present perfect tense is used to indicate an action that has been completed in the immediate past. Describe an action beginning at some point of time in the past and continuing up to the present moment. Express past actions for which the time is unknown. For example, he has been with us since he was born. I have been to Tokyo. Formation of sentences in present perfect tense. The negative in present perfect is formed by using has not or have not plus past participle form of main verb. For example, she has not slept for 2 days. The interrogative yes, no question in present perfect is formed by beginning a question with have or has followed by subject and past participle form of main verb. For example, has she replied to our query? The WH question in present perfect is formed by using a WH word plus have or has plus subject plus past participle form of main verb. For example, when have I asked you to come? Remember, the present perfect is never used with an adverb of past time. For example, he has eaten a pie yesterday. Incorrect. He ate a pie yesterday. Correct. Let's learn present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense shows an action that started in the past and is continuing up to the present. The present perfect continuous is formed by using has, have been, plus the present participle form of main verb. The present perfect continuous tense is used to show something that has been going on from a particular time in the past to this moment. Something that is going on even at this moment. For example, he has been shouting for the last 10 minutes. He is still shouting. It has been raining for hours. It is still raining. Formation of sentences in present perfect continuous tense. The negative in present perfect continuous is formed by using has not, have not, plus been, plus present participle form of main verb. For example, they have not been staying here for long. The interrogative yes, no question in present perfect continuous is formed by beginning the question with have, has or have not, has not, followed by subject plus been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, have you been hiding from the police? The WH question in present perfect continuous is formed by using a WH word plus has or have plus subject plus been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, what have you been discussing lately? Let's learn past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used to describe an action that happened up to a time in the past. This is why a complete sentence may often have two different tenses, the past perfect referring to the action that took place first and the simple past referring to the action that followed. The past perfect is formed by the auxiliary verb had plus past participle form of main verb. For example, Teresa wasn't at home. She had gone shopping. I watched the pathway after the dust storm had subsided. Remember, Had is a confusing verb combination in the past perfect. The first had is the auxiliary or helping verb, and the second had is the past participle form of the main verb have. Formation of sentences in past perfect tense. The negative in past perfect is formed by using the auxiliary had not, hadn't plus past participle form of main verb. It may also be formed by using the auxiliary along with never. For example, we had not seen this part of the town before. The interrogative yes, no question in past perfect is formed by using had not plus subject plus past participle form of main verb. For example, had they packed their lunch before leaving? The WH question in past perfect is formed by using a WH word plus had plus subject plus past participle form of main verb. For example, where had she traveled before settling here? Let's learn past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action that started in the past and was still in progress when a second action began. Both actions began and ended in the past. The past perfect continuous is formed by using auxiliary had plus been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, Hari had been singing for 10 minutes when the microphone started giving trouble. It had been raining for 4 days. All the streets were flooded. Formation of sentences in past perfect continuous tense. The negative in past perfect continuous is formed by using auxiliary had not plus been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, they had not been keeping a record of the activities. The interrogative yes, no, question in the past perfect continuous is formed by using had plus subject plus been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, had I been complaining about the food quality? The WH question in the past perfect continuous is formed by using a WH word followed by had plus subject plus been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, where had he been walking all this while? Let's learn future perfect tense. The future perfect tense is used to explain an activity that will be completed by a certain time in the future. We use time expressions like by the time, by then, by 2021, by January, end, etc. to denote future perfect tense. The future perfect is formed by using will have plus past participle form of main verb. For example, I will have completed this work by evening. The tree will have grown by the end of this year. Formation of sentences in future perfect tense. The negative in future perfect is formed by using shall, will, plus not, plus have, plus past participle form of main verb. For example, she will not have completed the job by the end of this week. The interrogative yes, no, question in future perfect is formed by using will, won't, plus subject, plus have, plus past participle form of main verb. For example, will you have reached the airport in time? The WH question in future perfect is formed by using a WH word followed by will, shall, plus subject, plus have been, plus past participle form of main verb. For example, how will you have been resting? Let's learn future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect continuous tense is used to talk about an action that will already have started and will still be happening at a certain time in the future. Time expressions such as for 10 minutes, since 9 o'clock, etc. are used to describe the length of time that the activity has been going on. The future perfect continuous is formed by using will plus have been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, by the time they get here, we will have been working for almost 2 full days. By December, Atul will have been running that store for 4 years. Formation of sentences in future perfect continuous tense. The negative in future perfect continuous is formed by using will plus not plus have been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, he will not have been working in the factory for 6 months. The interrogative yes, no, question in future perfect continuous is formed by using will plus subject plus have been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, will you have been eating vegetables for 3 months? The WH question in future perfect continuous is formed by using a WH word followed by will plus subject plus have been plus present participle form of main verb. For example, how will she have been teaching the kids since morning?